Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Jeannie already checked in from Buffalo Grove, looking for a chance to get that trip to Bonnaroo. We will give you that keyword in 10 minutes. So stay right here. A keyword to get you a full trip, including $2,000 for travel, VIP style, to Bonnaroo. That's coming up here in a few minutes. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Give us that proof of life check-in at 312-591-8300. We have jet tickets at 7:10 and Clash with Kenzie. And, of course, we'll get to Kenzie's Crimes at 8:20. Another
Dun.
a stirring edition of Kenzie's Crimes at 8:20 today, like we do every Tuesday at that time. But I have to start off with, just this. Listen, this is one of the greatest victories of my life yesterday. And it happened after the show. It's too bad it didn't happen during the show.
I agree. I would have liked to have had this on the show.
Wait, what's going on?
Well, it might have been nice. I finally, after months of realizing I've been overpaying for something, or at least I wasn't sure what was going on, I got on customer service. I made the phone call to Hulu. I actually talked to a person.
I think you've been talking about this for 2 years, Brian.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I may have been overpaying somehow, and I got on the phone with someone surprisingly quick to the Hulu customer service. They tried to get me to that AI chat. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Oh, not up in here, right, Brian? That's
No,
what you said.
that's exactly. I said not up in here.
And then you said, nah, I ain't doing
I
that.
said nah, I ain't doing that. Because
Pretty direct.
you ask questions and you get this AI answer back. It's like that's not what I'm talking about. And
Right. Because you wanted to call and go, I think I may be overpaying. And AI was like, what?
right. AI said, everything's fine. Keep paying. You're good. So I get on the phone, and this guy's kind of confused on why there's this extra payment because I have Verizon phones. And if you got it right time of Verizon service, you get their legacy plan where you get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu for free. I should have I should have all that for free.
Okay.
I did not have any of that for free.
I also don't remember you ever using ESPN Plus or Disney Plus, or really even Hulu for that matter. What do you watch on Hulu?
Weren't
Bear.
you stealing someone's Disney password? You were supposed to have it for free?
I was stealing someone's Disney Plus password when I had it for free somehow and didn't realize how it was working.
Okay, all right. So you're behind on the bear still. You're paying way more money than you should. You should have it for free, allegedly.
Before I continue, is ESPN Plus only a vehicle to buy UFC pay-per-views?
Mostly. It's mostly. It is UFC pay-per-views. It
WWE,
is,
right?
No, not on ESPN
Oh, I
Plus.
thought you could do it through there too.
No, it's UFC pay-per-views, it's NHL games, and it's like second-rate college sports.
Yeah. Kenzie's all over ESPN Plus every day.
No, that sounds really good.
Big UFC girl.
Yeah.
Whoa, I think I need that channel.
Yeah. So after about an hour and a half of digging, this customer service rep figured I don't need to be paying that Hulu fee, and we could not figure out why I was paying it. We couldn't attach it to any of my emails. It's going through my phone on Apple Pay. He said, just cancel it and then go through a fraud investigation through Apple. For some reason, you were paying this, and I don't know why you were. I can't find any reason, but I'll set you up with the free easily through Verizon. Got it all done. I now have all that stuff for free. I just gave myself an $18.99 a month raise.
Hey-o.
Yeah, look at that. I'm
Did
taking.
they give you a credit since they said you should literally submit this to fraud?
They did not give me a credit because it's not on their end. They say it should be through Apple. Somehow I have to go through Apple and submit the fraud there. Which is going to be another
Apple's gonna be
customer.
like, we ain't never heard of them.
Yeah. There's going to be another customer service call that's going to lead to some
All right,
time.
well, in 2 years, you may have a credit, big boy.
And I'm taking you to lunch, you guys, when I get that credit.
With your Apple credit?
Yeah, my Apple credit.
Where are we going to go to lunch? The Apple store?
They got hot dogs there, don't they?
At the Apple store?
I thought maybe they had hot dogs
they
in the
should.
back. They
Can you
should.
imagine buying an iPad and eating a hot dog at the same time?
It's a great country.
I think that it would help if people weren't hangry while they were waiting super long in the store.
It would definitely help. If you don't have that genius appointment, you're going to be waiting a little bit.
That's right.
You know? So it's a good day. It's a great day. I gave myself a raise, although I do have to track down this fraud thing on why I was paying some Hulu.
Okay, so you kind of gave yourself a raise.
Yeah.
It's a good call. I actually think you should look into it if they're concerned fraud was involved, don't you?
I am going to look into it when I get some time, which might be another 6 months or something to call Apple. It took a while to get to Hulu. But getting on the phone with a quality customer service representative is underrated. It's just hard to find them. It's hard. I'm just giving.
In fairness, you don't really know if it's hard because you only call once every 2 years.
That's true. That's very true. I can't. When I'm sitting there ready to call, I'll go, I can't commit to an hour or two of this. I can't do it. But I did yesterday, and it worked.
I will say the one improvement in customer service phone, okay, which this is over the last handful of years, is that most companies, including USPS, which is usually the most behind company in the entire world, okay, now let you wait in line without you being on the phone. Like, we'll just call you back in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That's the best investment, invention in that improvement that you can have. Because usually when they call you back, they're still not helpful, but at least you didn't wait 2 hours with the worst music in your ear ever. I think everyone approaches it more calmly then.
The problem is, though, when they call you back, you push them to voicemail because you don't know who it is. It's like, oh, crap. Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with a fact that makes your brain go. Now, yesterday, not in the fact, but later in the show, we talked about how it was a 20-year anniversary of Google Maps, and there's not one person that can't say they benefited from that. It was a big positive, huge positive, okay? You all know where we are? It's great. You know where
That's the thing with Google
Thank
Maps.
you, Brian.
We all know where we are.
Yeah.
It is great.
Yeah. Now, today is the 21st anniversary, so we're going back to 04 there, of something that I would say was an amazing thing in the beginning. And now I think a lot of people would say it's not so amazing. So I don't know if that helps you take a guess, Kenzie, on what this could be. That came out 21 years ago today.
Porn?
Porn?
You think porn started 21 years ago today?
I don't know. I wasn't watching it that age. Maybe.
I got news for you, sister.
Okay, let me be more specific. I would say online porn, not like Playboys.
Yeah.
You know, those are older, but I'm talking let me just log into this account and, because think about laptops and stuff becoming popular. I don't know.
Sure. No, that's a good guess. Online porn.
Did you ever watch porn on a desktop?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem odd doing that?
Now.
Yeah.
But then.
Sorry, silly question.
Well, the problem is.
Family computer. Great.
The problem is, and you may not remember, is how big monitors used to be. They used to be so long.
That seems beneficial.
No, it's not. Because if you have these flat monitors we have now, someone shows up, you just flip it if you can't open up a different browser right away.
Uh-huh.
In the old days, you couldn't flip that monitor because it weighed 400 pounds. And you're trying to move, someone walks in, you're like, stop, Mom, get out. Oh, God. And you're pushing this box that is monstrous.
Also, your neighbors, it's like you're broadcasting.
Yeah. Yeah, so online porn, that's Kenzie's guess, and 21 years ago today. Sounded awesome in the beginning, not so awesome for a lot of people to say right
this
now.
would be great, and now they've accomplished nothing. And they look like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings as they come out of their rooms.
Case, what do you think it is?
The Zune.
The
What is
Zune.
that?
Oh, my goodness. So you don't know what a Zune player is, Kenzie?
What is that?
So it's the iPod, but Microsoft made a competitor of the iPod. It was called the Zune.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do know that.
And when it came out, I'll say arguably had better features than the iPod. It was cooler, even though it could not be cool because it was Microsoft and Apple was cool. Does that make sense?
For 2 seconds, I thought you said the zoo. But then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
No, I think the zoo was on the same level as porn. I don't think that was 21 years ago.
Hey, be
Yeah.
nice.
The first
Online porn, you see.
the first rhinoceros was locked up 21 years ago in the zoo.
Porn went out for that rhinoceros.
Poor. Whatever you guys think it is, 312-591-8300. You can text in and guess. But 21 years ago today, something that started off awesome, and I think today most people would say it's not so awesome. We'll tell you what it is in about 3 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And 21 years ago today, something launched, and it was awesome in the beginning. I think a lot of people today say it's not awesome. A lot of people came in with some guesses. Kenzie guessed that it was online porn, since porn has existed since caveman times. But online, they didn't have that. Sadly, cavemen never saw online porn.
And they would have loved it.
Oh,
Well, like porn themed like movies and stuff, you know?
with a plot?
Yeah. Like that wasn't around always. And people are like, this is going to be great. And once again, then men stopped doing a lot of stuff, I think. They can ruin a lot of lives.
You know what isn't around anymore is movie parody porn.
How do you know that?
They don't really make those. I'm pretty up to date on what's going on there. They don't really make those anymore.
Well, like, for example, Case hasn't seen The Terminator, but are you watching that this week?
No, I'm watching The Breakfast Club this week. I'm watching The Terminator in a few weeks.
Okay, the anniversary of The Terminator's coming up. There was The Sperminator.
Oh my God.
But like I
And
said,
then there was, then the Terminator 2 is called Terminator 2, The Judgment Day. The online porn sequel to that was Sperminator 2, The Judgment Lay.
oh, that's good.
That's fun.
Yeah, but like there was not like I didn't see an Oppenheimer porn parody. You know what I mean? I
Right.
didn't see a Barbie porn parody.
Yeah. Kenzie, do you know any of those titles, by the way, I'm saying?
I didn't. I mean, I hadn't heard of those two, but I know that there's like parody porn. Because isn't there a Star Wars one?
There's a couple, I think, but one more is coming to mind. Did you ever hear the movie?
Are you okay? Are you just
Getting
are these
emotional.
just your favorite ones?
I can't do it.
This is Brian's
was it?
Friday movie review coming up.
Okay. Hold on. I got to get this out. Do you remember the movie Mr. Holland's Opus?
Yeah. I'm so worried.
You should be. The porn parody was Mr. Holland's anus.
That's it. It's not even okay. Did you watch that, Brian?
I saw it. Oh, God. I can't get through the rest of this break. I can't do it.
Was it good? Were any of the storylines actually interesting? Where you're like, well, I want to see what happens here?
I'm going to tell you it matches up to the movie, the scenes.
I don't know what Opus was about.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a music teacher.
so what was anus about?
He was not still a music teacher.
Sleeping with students, I guess.
Someone texted in another one. So there was the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
The porn parody was the Bear Wench Project.
Good heavens.
Maybe you remember. I don't know if I'm going to say that one. Never mind. I'm not going to say that one. There's a lot of people texting in some porn parodies.
We see
Well,
the
I
Lord of the Rings
remember
one.
the one that I know that's like really famous is the shaving Private Ryan.
That's the one I wasn't going to say.
Oh, really? I feel like you said worse things.
Maybe I did. So, yeah, shaving Ryan's privates as opposed to saving Private Ryan.
Shaving Private Ryan.
No, shaving Ryan's privates is what the porn parody was.
Oh my gosh, why do you have all of these in the top of your head? I don't love that.
These are the ABCs of me, baby.
Oh my god.
I never heard of this one, but someone texted in The Empire Screws Back.
That's good. Did you see this one from Kendrick? I've never heard of this one. The Devil Wears Nada.
Okay, so that's
Chris brought up a good point. They don't make porn parodies. Zach checked in Edward Penis Hands.
that's not even clever.
I disagree.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I don't even care what the fact is anymore.
What came out 21 years ago today? It wasn't a porn parody, so
No,
who cares?
it wasn't. It was Facebook. There you go. So Facebook came out 21 years ago today. A lot of people said it was awesome in the beginning, and most people probably would say it's not that great right now. I don't know, but I'm still on it every day. I just, make sure you follow Q101's Facebook page.
The fact is that it sucks.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, Gil Curtis with your headlines. And in sports, who else got traded with Chicago? Because obviously Zach LaVine losing one of our big stars over the last couple of days. We have any more stars left? We'll get to that in sports as well. We just told you in the fact that made your brain go that Facebook is 21 years old. Kenzie thought it was online porn, which led to Case bringing up, well, they don't do porn parodies anymore, which is really sad.
Used to be
That's what I was saying, though. I was saying, like, I'm talking, because Case is like, what are you talking about? Porn's around like, I'm like, I'm talking about cinematic creations of porn. I don't think they've been around as long, and now they're gone.
Well, the one thing that people know about you, Kenzie, is that you love a storyline in porn.
Well, like, God forbid we have art.
That's right. You care about the writers, the script writers. That's in dying art as well.
Yes, let's get there. Let's ease into it. Let's have a reason.
And we've gotten through a whole bunch of more came up here. I remember the hills have thighs instead of the hills have eyes. But Nancy checked in. It's amazing. Brian rattles off all these porn titles, but can't remember Kenzie's birthday.
No, every time you have a good memory about something, it hurts my feelings.
Didn't expect porn titles to be on your bingo card today.
No.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Coming up in sports, what another Chicago star did we lose? We lost Zach LaVine in the last couple of days. Not many left superstars in Chicago. Who's gone now? Well, we'll get to sports in 5 minutes after Weezer and Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Darius Rucker reportedly relocated to London. He's with his new band, Hootie and the Blowfish and Chips. Bjork calls Spotify the worst thing to happen to musicians. Then she emitted a high-pitched squeal and swam away with a pod of dolphins. Buffalo Wild Wings will offer free food if the Super Bowl hits overtime. Now the bad news. The food has to come from Buffalo Wild Wings. And Netflix is opening a restaurant in Las Vegas. Even better, you can use your parents' password to get in. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q 101.